Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, of course, where it's all Juve all the time. I'm ALberto, it's October 18th. I'm going to hit you with all the latest news and rumors circulating around Juventus, all right? We're going to talk about the awards going out to three of our players yesterday. We're going to talk about some potential center-back options in January as Juventus are looking to make a move there, and what could happen in the midfield, and everything we're all hyped up about, and that's Chiesa's return and what's going to happen and how the team could shape up. Let's get into it. All right, Juventini, friendly reminder to please like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. All right, now let's get into the news. All right, so big congratulations going out to Bremer and Vlahovic and Gatti, who all take home rewards and awards at the Grand Gala del Calcio. All right, so Bremer and Vlahovic winning the top 11 spots in Serie A. Okay, so they earned their top 11 position awards for the Grand Gala del Calcio. Dusan Vlahovic also earning 17th rank in the Ballon d'Or ratings in his first crack at it. So cracking top 20, massive credit to Dusan Vlahovic. All right, this will have him in a good mood going into Empoli, and hopefully he will destroy them. Now, the third award obviously was Gatti. Gatti was the third award recipient, and he won his for top youngster in Serie B. So big congratulations to him, and of course, all eyes are on Gatti as we hope he's going to get the start, as he's only seen 180 minutes so far this season. But with the Bremer injury, hopefully he gets that nod against Empoli on Friday. We wait to see. Now, speaking of youngsters, of course, there's another name creeping up as Juventus continues to try and pool young talent. And the latest one is Marcel Galumba, 17-year-old Polish midfielder from Mainz, and Barcelona are also looking after this highly touted midfielder. Okay, so that's the latest name. His deal would be the same as Yildiz, who has been on an absolute tear since joining Juventus. So Juve continues to do their good work in bringing in highly touted youngsters. Let's see if they can land this one. Now we get to the center back scenario. Okay, we talked about Gatti looking to potentially get his start against Empoli. We wait and see, but the rumors circulating about Allegri and Bonucci's relationships are still there, saying that it's a rocky relationship, and Juventus as a whole obviously is evaluating everyone, and they don't feel as close-knit to Bonucci anymore. That's the latest that's surfacing. January could be an interesting window for Juventus because of the situation that they're in, and they could be looking at a center back to come in, and that's going to be, again, the same name swirling that were in the summer. You have Dichka, you have Badashil, and then you have another one that's crept up, which is Igor. Those are the three center backs being named so far that Juventus could look to bring in January. All right, now the situation we're in with Bremer going down is kind of one we all thought we might get caught with earlier in the summer mercado when we were looking for Juventus to bring somebody in as a depth option. But when you look at our roster across the board, we got handcuffed with multiple positions, and I think it's ultimately what stopped them from bringing in any other moves. That and the fact that you have some versatility in Danilo and whatnot. Nonetheless, here we are, and here's Juventus looking for a center back in January potentially. All right, now in terms of something else that could happen in January, we heard rumors about McKennie being sold. We heard rumors about Locatelli being on the block and whatnot. Don't be surprised if Juventus move a midfielder. I think McKennie would be the name that they would look to capitalize, and especially to add to that, Zakaria might be coming back from his loan spell at Chelsea, as he hasn't even featured whatsoever since moving there. And there is a meeting set up later on this week between the player and his entourage and the coach there in Chelsea, because they might cut it short early, and he could be coming back in January. If that's the case, look for Juve to try and capitalize on a McKennie sale, especially given his current run of form and what he's been offering, which has been subpar. They could look to capitalize on that and a McKennie sale, and then just cover with Zakaria coming back. Now, last, certainly not least, we are all hyped up and waiting for Chiesa to return, and it is looking very close. The headline read so beautiful today: Chiesa strikes the ball with determination and without fear. He is going to be ready, but we still don't have word if it's going to be on the team list for the Empoli match, or if he's going to get a practice match in first. Of course, there's no need to rush him. I wouldn't mind a practice match, but these are all promising signs and promising headlines circulating around Chiesa's return. Last, certainly not least, you have the options of how Juventus could line up with Chiesa returning, all right? And they are simply just reporting the same systems and styles we've been working at with in terms of formation, as you have a 3-5-2 with Chiesa making up the second striker with Vlahovic. You have a 4-4-2 with Chiesa benching Kostic to take up the spot on the left side, and then you would have Di Maria and Vlahovic up top and a central midfielder as your outside right option. Again, how we've been working with. And then a 4-3-3 with the trident of Di Maria, Vlahovic, and Chiesa. What is your preference out of those three? To be honest, what about thinking outside the box and trying something we haven't really, which is either the 3-4-3 or my preference would be a 4-2-3-1 given the players we have. And then I think you could fit your top guys in there. So what do you think? That's your news update to October 18th. Juventini, you know the drill. Like the video, of course, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, drop your comments, questions, thoughts, opinions on everything you heard today in the comment section of this video, and let's mix it up. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily update as we get closer to that Empoli match on Friday, and then of course we're going to be live 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, having a match day live for that one and getting hyped up. All right, till then, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.